Hi, this is David from Media Cybernetics, and in this quick movie we'll be showing how to do counts on color images. So when we're doing color images, it's no longer a question of, like we've seen in the last count size video, just finding dark or bright objects. We've got problems with different colors, often we get problems with backgrounds. So in this case what we're going to use, instead of just selecting the bright or dark objects we've got in count size, in this case we're going to use a smart segmentation. So if I click on smart segmentation here, we get our smart segmentation tool on the right. So the first thing here is I've actually got two different types of objects. I've got this brown staining here, and I've also got the little blue object in there as well. The other thing with this image is I've got a relatively irregular background, right? There's a really horrible shading on the right side of the image. So let's start with the different classes of object. If we've got more than one type of object, what we can do here in smart segmentation is actually create more than one class. So if I want to add a class, I can if I want to remove a class, I can click the delete button there, and if I want to add a class, I can just click plus. I can even name those classes, so I can just have one being one type and the other the other. Right, so select which class I'm going to deal with, and then we've got a little region of interest here. So for this, maybe the easiest thing is actually to just click and drag on the image. Right, and it selects everything that's going to be the same shade of blue. Right, select a few just so I've got some representative samples. Right, and then what I'm going to do next is I'm going to select a background. So if I click the background region here and click and drag on the image, same as I did with the object selection, as soon as I do that, you see it's going to have two different types of objects. Right? Now it's pretty good, but I've got a big problem, which is shading I mentioned earlier. So if I want to deal with that, I just draw another region of interest here to take that other type of background, and there we go, it's almost perfect. Now I can see that I've missed a few objects, so I can go back to selecting those blue objects, again click and drag, right, and everything we want selected. We just carry on selecting until we've got everything we want. Now if we want to add our second class of object, I can go up here in the class, select my second class, and if I click and drag on a brown object, right, you see now highlighted in yellow is everything that's a brown object. My segmentation is not perfect, so I'm just going to carry on selecting some background here. That's great. Okay, once I'm happy with my segmentation, same as before, I hit count and I took out my object. But let's have a quick look here first. So we've got mask and overlay options, just how you display what you find on the count. But the other thing is selecting what is an object. So we can base our object selection just based on intensity, but we can also base it on color. So if I specify my classes and I just select red, green, blue, or I can measure saturation and so on. The other thing is with the background selection, generally speaking, backgrounds tends to be either brighter or darker than objects. So under the background split option here, I can select whether the background is dark or bright, and I can select whether the objects are also bright or dark. Okay. When I'm finished with this, I can actually save these settings, so I can open other images and analyze them exactly the same way. So I just click Save button there, and I'm going to call tunnel segmentation there, save. Just replace one I made earlier, and when I'm done, I click Count, and there we go. We get our two different types of objects. So there's my count size options there, probably cleaning the borders, so that's why I'm missing quite a few there, and I can also clear my segmentation just so I can see the objects that I've counted. Right, and everything else is just the same as we've shown you in the other videos. We can go to types to select which measurements we're interested in. On the left, the measurements are available, and the right, the measurements I've selected. I can click on the data table to view the data for everything I've selected here, and I can save the data as I want. Okay, and that's it for smart segmentation. If you have any questions, do please get in touch with your local sales rep or dealer. Thanks.